Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the first time if you're new here. Today I wanted to talk a bit about something that's been on my radar for quite some time, but recently I've been really digging into it a bit more. And that's because in the last few months I've been taking part in a student ambassador scheme with a charity called It's a Penalty. And what It's a Penalty does as an organisation, what they're working towards is an end to human trafficking and exploitation. And the main way that they're going about trying to achieve this is through mass media campaigns around global sporting events, things like the Olympics, the Super Bowl, and the World Cup. So first, let me clarify what I mean by human trafficking and exploitation. Maybe that's something you're familiar with and you've heard about before. Maybe this is completely new to you. So human trafficking is the exploitation of people through forced labour or sexual exploitation by means of force, fraud or coercion, and it is a form of modern day slavery. Now that might be a surprise to you, slavery today. I thought that was something in the past that's been abolished, and unfortunately that just isn't the case. There are 40 million people trapped in slavery in the world today, with 24.9 million trapped as victims of human trafficking and exploitation. Yeah, it's horrific. And so human trafficking takes different forms, the main two being forced labour and sex trafficking. But there are also things like child online exploitation, which can often lead to trafficking. And this isn't something that just happens out there in other places in the world, but is happening here in the UK today. The government estimate that there are currently 13,000 victims of human trafficking currently in the UK. And it isn't just foreign nationals. Actually, the largest percentage of a group is British people, who make up 26% of human trafficking victims in the UK. Also, this isn't necessarily being moved miles or across borders. It can be something that happens very locally. And just to kind of flesh it out a bit, if this is all very new to you, and just to make it ground it a little bit, human trafficking can be, for example, girls and women being forced into prostitution by abusive partners or by organised criminals. Or it could be homeless people being offered a job only to find out that actually it comes with threats and no pay. There's a lot of things that are encompassed within human trafficking, and it's surprising when you research and you look into it, just how easily people can become victims of this. And I know this is quite a heavy thing to discuss and think about, but I think it's really important that we're aware of what's going on around us, especially when there are things that you can do to help. And that's really why I wanted to make this video today, is to tell you, to encourage you of what you can be doing to help victims of human trafficking. And primarily, the main thing that you can do is to be aware of the signs of human trafficking and exploitation. And if you see something that you think is suspicious, to report it. So I'm just going to quickly run through some of the signs of human trafficking and exploitation now. But I'd encourage you, maybe if this has piqued an interest, to maybe do some further research into it as well. And I'll leave lots of things linked in the description box below. So some of the signs of human trafficking are that victims may be easily startled or agitated or afraid. They may have untreated injuries or be unsure of where they are or lack official ID. They may look unkempt or malnourished. They might be living in dirty, cramped, or overcrowded accommodation. They may be accompanied by a suspicious companion. If they're children, they may be dressed up to look older than they are. And also they may be secretive about who they're talking to, what they've been doing, and what they've been doing online. So these are some of the signs to look out for of human trafficking and exploitation. And I'll leave places linked in the description box below where you can make a report if you see something suspicious. And I'd encourage you to not be afraid to do that if you think you've seen something. And I know this isn't the most fun video to watch, but it is really important, and it's not without hope as well, this situation. So for a bit of encouragement, for example, it's the penalty since 2014 when they started. 16,891 victims have been protected through their campaigns. That's really amazing. Like there are things that we can do by being aware of the signs of human trafficking. And as I've said, I'll just say it again, but I'm going to leave lots of things in the description box below for you to check out if you want to know more. And I also just wanted to let you know quickly that as part of this student ambassador scheme that I'm doing, me and 5 others from Cambridge University are going to be starting a fundraiser in the upcoming weeks called the Olympic Challenge, where between the 6 of us, we are going to be attempting to complete every summer Olympic sport. Now, I'm not the most sporty of persons, so it's going to be quite entertaining, I think, seeing how we can recreate some of these sports with what we have around and what we have available to us. So if you'd like to follow us on this journey, you can go and follow us on Instagram. I'll leave it also linked in the description box below. But I think it's going to be really fun, and if you're able to, I'd love it if you could donate to us as well. So yeah, that's everything from me today. I just really want to thank you for watching it if you've made it this far. This isn't the most joyful thing to think about, but it is really important, and there are things that we can do to help put an end to this horrible treatment of fellow people in our world. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.